So in this video, we will actually, well, not talk, but I'll just let the video talk. Alright, so let's continue.
Okay, so next, we said that there's a duality theorem relating controllability and observability. Alright? If you want to understand this duality theorem, it's also in the law. Remember, I was just saying you want to understand how observability matrix is symbolized in the second page. Okay, in the second page, if you know what's the transfer function, and because the transfer function is a scalar, GS is the same as GS transpose. You can say that if you have a realization A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, which is the same as A minus A transpose, B minus C transpose, C minus B transpose, and D minus D transpose, then the transfer function G is the same as GS transpose. Okay?
Actually, what basically she means is that this thing over here, if you remember, is your transfer function that is for your transform. Alright, if you still remember, you actually do a series of transformation, alright, from similarity transformation, and then we say that A bar is equals to T transpose AT, B is equals to this thing. Alright, these are the definitions, and therefore we can say that this thing over here, sorry, where's my pen? Wow, that's great. But anyway, this thing over here is your transfer function, alright, for your similarity transformation, if you still remember. Alright, doesn't ring any bell. Let's come back to here. Alright, you still remember this thing? I think this is very familiar to you. You Laplace transform your system, you'll get something like this, correct? And then you rearrange, you'll get something like this. You remember? And then this thing over here is your transfer function g of s. Okay? Now because this is in terms of, because before we haven't transformed anything yet. So what if we transform? If we transform, we just simply add a bar over here, c bar, a bar, b bar, d bar. So therefore this is a transfer function for your transformation of your system. Alright? And therefore this is something that you need to know lah. Alright? And what they actually do over here, because they say that the transfer function is a scalar, some value. So if you were to transfer a certain scalar, you're just getting back the same value. But however, what computes this scalar, alright, is this stuff over here. So if you transpose this thing, you're going to transpose your stuff. So if you transpose, you're going to implement it into every of the B and the C, correct? So therefore you have BT and all this stuff over here, okay? And then after that you're gonna in fact this thing is this thing. I don't know why she want to put it equals, or maybe you have an AT over here. So yeah, I think you get what I mean. So this over this form, you're just simply transpose system. It's just simply transposing. While over here is called a transform, which is what we have done in the earlier part. Alright, the first video of our series. Alright, and then after you can compare. You compare C bar with BT. Alright, so your C bar is equals to BT, and then you just compare your B bar as your CT, which is over here, and your D bar as your DT. Same as for, yeah, I think you got what I mean already. So you just need to understand how to convert this one, and then compare with your transfer function to derive this thing. Alright, and therefore like a wow only. Alright, therefore what we are doing is in terms of a duality. Okay, we're gonna somewhat transform your controllability to your observability. So when you transform it to your observability, then you can somewhat some magic lah you will do in terms of a matrix like this. Alright, this matrix, as you see, is somewhat different from the matrix that you see. For example, if you just take a note, this is 0 over here. Alright, this is for the observable one. Alright, if it's for a controllable one, this part is 0. Okay, so you are simply switching sides, A12 to the side over here, because we have proved to you that A bar is equals to AT. Okay, so what I mean is that from just now the picture, A bar is equals to AT. Okay, So if you want to know A, alright, so I'll just simply A inverse transpose. You will have A. So I'll just simply switch this T over here, inverse transpose. So I'll have A. So this is what we are gonna. This is what we do using duality to prove that this A bar now is being transposed into this form now. I think you get what I mean. So somehow we have proved to you that A bar is equals to this one. This is for the controllability side. Alright, now we're gonna use the duality concept, with which A bar is equals to AT. Alright, to some extent that AT is a transpose of this one. Okay, so you'll just simply switch it to this side. Alright, so A is equals to your A bar T transpose. So instead of this thing over here, alright, you transpose, you're gonna have AC, alright, A21, or you can say that it's A12, alright, 0 and ANC. Okay, so you transpose this one into this, alright, and because we are now dealing with observability, not controllability, so therefore I switch it to O. This is O over here. So this thing has becomes this thing over here. Alright, so to some extent this is the meaning, because to a more detailed extent, this is A bar equals to AT. Alright, now this one is A bar. If I were to transpose this thing over here, alright, then this one is simply A. Then it's not different from A bar. You get what I mean? But just take it, alright? I don't know what the hell is going on. And therefore, as you know, this is pretty tough. Alright, never mind, let's continue, see how it goes. Alright, so we have understand this part, let's continue to watch what the rest it is all about. Alright, so the rest of it, alright, will be something in terms of the calculation, or somehow to prove to you that eventually you'll derive this thing over here. Alright, so let's continue first and watch the video.
So we're going to go back. How you define controllable canonical form A, B, C, D. So AC is like this. We have the coefficients on the top and the triangular matrix below. Okay? B, C is 1 and plus 0. CC is B1 for the coefficients on the numerator, and DC is 0. Compare this to the observable canonical form. So if you compare this to observable canonical form, see that AO matrix. AO is AC transpose. So is that the coefficient on top and the coefficient on the side? Okay? BO is CC. CO is DC, and DO is NS. Okay? So the state matrix of the controllable canonical form is the transpose of the state matrix of the controllable canonical form. Alright? And the B and C are exchangeable. So if you don't want to memorize so many canonical forms, you just memorize one. You understand that? Just memorize one. You memorize the controllable canonical form. Remember that AO is AC transpose, BO is CC transpose, CO is BC transpose, and DO is DC.
Alright, please take note of this thing. Come back here again. Alright, this is one important concept you need to memorize. Alright, although I don't understand anything, if you're free, come back here and then watch it again. Alright, please leave a comment. I'll just leave a comment for one while. And you may wonder what is all this canonical form. Alright, so I'll not go through with you the canonical form, but I would highly suggest that you can go to my playlist and watch these things. Alright, this is from Tech Guru Kara. Alright, I actually sorted out for controllable canonical form. Alright, this some calculations. You watch in the ×2 speed, because I believe that you already understand everything. But I just need to understand the canonical form for controllable, canonical form for observable. If possible, if we are if we are taught model, then you also need to understand model. So that's why I will not go into the canonical form. So if you don't understand this thing, is okay, because the canonical form is kind of easier concept to do. Alright, but in terms of our current system right now, we are so crop out with all these things. Alright, so that's why I don't know where to start off with. Alright, but never mind, let's continue first and see how it goes. Alright, so let's continue and see this.
Say that alright? Let's just go through very quick theory and we'll complete this. So, there's no difference between observable and controllable. It's just a transformation. Okay? We say that the same as controllability can also break down a system into observable subspace and unobservable subspace. Nothing, right? You can break down a system into observable subspace and a non-observable subspace. Okay? Alright? So, this is useless information. It's just saying that the similarity of transformation matrix, I think I won't repeat. It's just saying that the similarity transformation matrix, you can convert the controller to non-observable. Alright? But the main idea here, okay, what I'm saying is that if you have observable part and unobservable part, the observable part will be open, the non-observable part will not be open. Okay? Alright? The observable part will be output, non-observable part will not be output. Alright? So, as another definition of detectability, we can actually detect states. So for observable part, you can detect because it goes to output, right? So you can detect your XO, observable states from output. Or you cannot detect your XNO from output. Alright? I would say that it's fine if this unobservable part is stable. Okay, if this is still stable, we say that the point is still detectable if the unobservable subspace is stable. This is exactly the same as the controllable portion. But controllable portion, we say that controllable part can be controlled by a different U. The non-controllable part cannot be controlled by the different U. So, alright? Consider a completely observable single input single output system like this, and there exists a similarity transformation that can convert the model observable to canonical form like this. Okay, so see that your A4 is AC transpose.
Alright, I think we can just simply stop here because the observable part is somewhat defined to you already. Alright. And then, so somehow I just want to go back to this diagram to inform you that for the observable system, alright, you have an input that is input into your observable and your unobservable system. Alright. However, for your controllability portion, your input is only input into the controllable part. Alright, there is no input into the uncontrollable system. However, the uncontrollable part contributes to your overall output. Alright. But for your observable one, it doesn't contribute to your output. Alright. So normally we want something to be the unobservable to be observable so that we can better model our system, things like that. So I can't think of anything else because wow. Alright. But at least you get to understand the slight understanding of duality. Alright. And also the observability part, because duality is simply to transform the controllability into the observability system by the understanding of some transpose system. Alright, and therefore you can use this thing over here to somehow construct your block diagram over here. Although this block diagram is in terms of a cx plus du is equals to y, if you think about it. Alright, because this is this C is C observable plus X observable, D is over here, U is UK, alright, plus, alright, some X non-observable over here, and then U. So yeah, these are the things that you need to think about it. So I can't derive anything for you, but you just need to understand the meaning will do. I think they are more focused on the definitions rather than the derivations and things like that. But at least you get a feel everything. So yeah, see you on some other days.